Gotta watch out for these guys. We got a tank. I got him. Teammate jacked that. Wait, what? Where's this guy? There he is. He closed the container doors. Oh, he got run over. Wait, where's the helicopter? What? No, I couldn't do anything. I'm getting rid of that mare's leg. Jeez, it sucks. I could have killed that guy if I had like a deagle or something. Yeah, I'm taking the mare's leg off. Screw that, just go with the deagle. It's pointless using the mare's leg. Alright, so I'm going to take a vehicle. I will say one thing though. Oh, hold on. I was pressing the trigger by accident. I will say one thing. Playing with you guys, like the subscribers in here, it is so much harder than playing in a random lobby. I think it's basically because everybody's out to get me. You know, I'm the YouTuber. Kill the YouTuber. But it is so much harder. Where is he? Oh, you think I'm stupid? I saw you with that C4 charger in your hand. Yeah. I saw him holding that C4 charge in his hand. I ain't stupid. Oh, watch out. Is he in there? No, he's outside. He's probably going around too. Ooh. Jesus Christ, I have like 7 people around me. God, they were all out to get me. This is what I'm talking about. Once they see that one cheesy mofo tag, they're like, where is he? Oh my God, the amount of enemy players by Echo. I'm spawning at Charlie, see if I can snipe some people. I gotta keep my distance though. Oh, really? I killed him first, though. I got the kill feed hit first, then I died like a second after. Oh my God, we lost Delta. I'm gonna spawn back here. Oh wait, we're losing Bravo? I think we're taking it though, because I see a player back there. This guy wants to come in and play? Shit. I can't. I need more support. I'm by myself here. Jesus. That's the one thing that gets me killed, is that it's like me versus 5. Like by Delta, it was me versus 5 right when I died. You see this guy's, it's him and a few others. Alright, so enemy team took Charlie. We're losing Bravo too. Got a few guys coming over. Where are you?
We have lost objective Bravo.
Where'd he go? My screen's shaking. Yeah, I can't do it. My screen's shaking way too much over here.
We've just taken control of objective Echo.
Now I got one on my left. Oh, I could have had him. I missed so many shots though. Oh, we made a comeback though. If we can keep, oh my god, you see what I mean? Like there's so many of them by Delta. That's crazy. All right, we got to get rid of these guys. Finally, that was like 2 Deagle shots. Still stayed alive. All right, who do we got? Oh, his body jumped. We're still losing this flag. Where is he? Wow, we're, oh my god, there's so many of them. Jeez, how are there so many of them over here? I feel like everybody's communicating on the enemy team. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Alright, well this is bad. Sounds like he's running behind me. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Well, there's one coming up now. Ooh, I missed a few shots. Oh my god, now I'm by myself. I'm gonna have like so many enemy players chasing me. Crap, this is not good. We need more help. Damn, I came down so I can blow up that LAV. Oh my god, I killed him too. Jeez, players are all over the place. This goes back to what I mentioned earlier. It's like me against 5. Can't do it. Alright, Delta then. We're still in the lead. Wait, this guy was right over there. He's about to peek out, I think. Alright, we gotta take Bravo back, yep. Ooh, if I can blow up this AA, that'd be awesome. Stay still, stay still, stay still! He got out though. Oh man. Well, at least the AA's gone. Alright. I think I'm gonna take an LAV for myself. Oh, we're losing Delta. We need it. I'm coming.
I spotted a hostile anti-tank soldier
Where is he? I got a kill assist. What?
I can fix your vehicle right now.
Watch out for that guy.
There is enemy heavy armor north of your location.
Oh. Shit. Oh no. We're losing Delta. This isn't good.
We just neutralized objective Charlie.
Alright, well that's it for us.
Listen up. We now have control.
Shit. We still got 3. Oh, we got 4 flags now. Ooh. Yeah, he saw me. He's like, fuck that. I ain't messing with the nacho man. Alright, well, I'm about to die over here. Woo! Oh, man, my body went flying. Gets out just a teabag. Love it. This guy, nope, not spawning on him, not risking that. Alright, God, we got so many tanks that we can get. This would be a game changer if everybody just took a tank right now. Hold on, wait. I think that's one of the main reasons why we lose, because we don't get all the tanks right away. Like the last match, we had a Little Bird and a Viper free available, and nobody grabbed it. Yeah, but we won this one. We changed it around. Let's see. Oh, no. I wanted to try to hit the helicopter. Oh, man. But playing with you guys is so much harder and trickier than playing with randoms. Alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Those of you that did in this open lobby session, I will catch you for the next episode. And as always, stay cheesy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cologne for the ESL 1 Battlefield 4 Spring Finals. Obviously, I'm your host, Mitch Leslie. I'm here on the desk with Milos the Medic. We are gearing up for one of our biggest matches of today, at the very least. It's going to be Fnatic going up against Epsilon. Huge, huge game.
Oh yes, it's going to be a very, very tight game. People expect this to be a final, but we're going to be playing here today. Now, Epsilon, the good thing about them, if they can pull off that early game, get that early push, those first 2 flags, it really works fantastically for them. However, if at the mid-game, Fnatic are able to put them down, we've seen it again versus Infamous, Epsilon just freeze. They have those 15, 20 seconds where they can just get taken out easy peasy in the middle of the map. Fnatic surely have the ability and the strength and the proneness to be able to do such a thing. It's going to be difficult for Epsilon though.
And it has been said, although even Epsilon are very tactical, some would say nerdy, a little bit about the way that they go about the game, they do, as you just said, they fall into a trap of getting a little bit too static and letting teams sort of swamp over them or even outmaneuver them. Who are your power players to look out for in this game on each side? Who are we definitely looking forward to make big impacts?
I would say on the Epsilon side, definitely Safe. He's always been that guy that's swarming around the map. He's waiting for that pick, either waiting for the pick of the Fnatic side or any enemy team, picks those couple of players, backs off, goes into defensive mode, or pushes on the flag and tries to get that hold, that 2-flag hold for his side. But on the Fnatic side, you have Too Easy, which is the exact counter to Safe. They're pretty much equal players at that point. And Too Easy is going to be the thorn in Epsilon's side, especially for Safe. These two players represent the teams perfectly, and they represent the perfect rivalry, if you want, between these two great teams that have been to the finals so many times in the different players or in the teams themselves and fought 1v1, and Fnatic were able to take it almost every single time. But today we might see a change in plays for Epsilon.
And a lot of people always are drawing these comparisons between Epsilon and Fnatic. Of course, we saw them go head-to-head in the fall finals, which was an epic game. And throughout the season, it has been said that almost Fnatic, while being similar to Epsilon, always just have the little edge in every role. Each player, although they always have, as you said, like the opposite numbers on the other side of the team, Fnatic have always just got that edge. So what are your thoughts about the maps we're going to see here? Fnatic going to go for any sort of power maps? Is there any particular map that either team has a distinct advantage on?
Well, I would say Epsilon on a map like Operation Lockers. It's a pretty good map. We've seen them play multiple times and go for cups and ESL tournaments and the qualifiers. These guys have been able to nail it out of the board every single time, especially with a player like Safe and Mayek as well on his side. But on Fnatic's side, they're pretty good in Galmad Railway. That I have to say. You were saying they sometimes play vanilla. However, that is one of the maps where they go completely out of the vanilla play, and there is no way to counter them. They come out of nowhere. And we've seen in the qualifiers, they went on the hilltop on Galmad Railway and were able to pick and get the information on every single one of the Epsilon players. And Epsilon did not see that coming at all, which is how Fnatic really took them by surprise.
Okay, so who's your pick here? Fnatic or Epsilon? What's the map score going to be, Milosh?
For the maps, I would say Epsilon would pick Lockers. We'd go into Galmad Railway for Fnatic. And then we'd maybe see a Zava, though I'm not too sure. Fnatic will probably veto that out.
So what do you think the score's going to be? We go 2-1, 2-0?
I think it's going to be a 2-1. But I'm a strong believer in the Epsi boys. I'm a strong believer. And even though both teams are very, very equal, I would like to see Epsilon push out at the end. It's going to depend on the maps and on those plays. Those mind games are really going to play their part here between the two teams. It's going to be up to the games. All
right, well, I'm going to go 2-1 to Fnatic. I think their railway play, we even saw against Legionnaires, just decimated them. Don't even bother with Engineers. They just took 5 minutes and went straight for them there. So that's my call. But let's see what the casters have to say about this one. It's game on. It's going to be Fnatic and Epsilon. What a huge match. Gentlemen, what have you got for us?
Thanks very much, Mitch. You're absolutely right. It is set to be a bit of a kind of it's like a replay of the grand finals. I mean, that's something we have to be said. They've met twice in the finals. It was fall and spring, I believe. It was, yeah, fall and spring of 2014. We saw these guys clash in the finals, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of a grudge. If there's a little bit of Epsilon who were pretty sour about that grand final last time.
Well, it's not just grand finals and past ESL ones. It's also the cups that we've had going into this season. I mean, they've met 3 times, so I mean, they have a lot of history, going up against each other. And it's not just in this particular, ESL 1. It's in Go4 Cups. It's in all the side cups that we've done for Battlefield in the past too. These teams, time and time again, have clashed, and I would say that Fnatic probably has the up on them, overall. But, Epsilon has their days where they will come out on top. So, hey, this particular match I don't think is going to be as important for either team to have to win it. Obviously, seeding is probably going to be one of the things they're going to be focusing on the most. They want to get that higher seed going into tomorrow. But I think both of these teams, fairly certain that they're both going to be locked in for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think they've kind of got a lot of confidence in their sails, a lot of wind in their sails. But there was something I wanted to kind of bring up again was the result of that previous game. Epsilon took the first 2, and then a 3-0 back-to-back victory.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like if anything was going to make this even more difficult for Epsilon, as you can see them on your screens now, is going to be the fact that they were so close. They were 1 map away from securing that grand final, the first place spot. It was taken away from them, and now they are hungry for revenge. Of course, the lineup that you see now on your screens was the lineup in that grand final because of Safe, of course, filling in for whoever
Asterix.
it was. Asterix, that's the one. The guy who liked to pick up the LMG.
Yes.
I'll never forget
Oh,
that.
God. The LMG play on Goldman Railway, I raged every
It
single
was
time
strong.
they did that. No, it was strong. Like, it was one of those plays where you pull it out once and then you're done because it only works once.
Because everyone else knows what's going on.
Exactly. Nobody knows what the heck's going on. Now it's so easy to counter that. They ended up, I know specifically 3 games where it ended up hurting them more than it helped them. And they were losing against teams that they should not have been losing to because they went for that play. So,
well, he's gone. I mean, we have Safe now, and Safe kind of seems at the helm. I mean, whenever he's in an offline environment, he just seems to be that motivator. It feels like every time any team he's in, everyone's like, Safe's a really big part of most teams.
Well, yeah. I mean, go to the past ESL ones. Look at the the footage of the players.
Yeah.
He's always the one hyped up. I mean, he basically overtook Walu from Dignitas. If you ever watched him, I mean, he's super into it. He was the guy that everybody was like, oh my God, he's intense. But Safe, I think, far outweighs what he ever did, and he continues to do so. And yeah, he's one of those players that they can definitely rally behind if he gets hyped up enough. And he might be, that X factor that's going to, be able to push them over the edge here. Now, I want to point out the fact that the past 3 times that these guys have met, it's been 2-0s. There have been no 2-1s in favor of, or not in favor, but there's been no 2-1s at all. All in favor of Fnatic.
And this is where I have to bring a big but. Let's put Fnatic on your screen, as it's got to be said that this is a different environment. This is not online. This is a completely different ball game. And when they have met offline, they have been very close games. Drunks, more unfixed, Valutaja, and Too Easy are the men that are going to be going up against the Epsilon side. And I mean, actually, one of the individuals that you highlighted was unfixed. I don't feel like you had enough time to really explain why he's the one to watch for you.
Well, for me, in the past, he's been one of those players that when he gets rolling, he's unstoppable. I have seen him dropping massive amounts of kills on the map. I have seen him single-handedly hold down. A good example of this is I've seen him playing on Dawnbreaker before, where he was able to basically just hold down A flag all by himself. So right now we are going to be looking at the map picks for these teams. Landking Dam immediately getting taken down. We were talking about that earlier, and I was like, it might be able to make it in depending on the bans, but immediately gets picked out. Good pick, I think, right there for Fnatic taking out Zavod. And we do see Dawnbreaker. That's interesting right there.
I mean, that's a sign that something's changed, because let's not forget how strong Fnatic were originally on Dawnbreaker. But I mean, that was a long time ago, and we have these map picks have come in fast. We have Locker, Siege, and Railway as our 3.
Yeah, I am not surprised that Locker was actually a pick. I am very surprised that it wasn't banned out from Fnatic. We've seen Fnatic ban Locker specifically against Epsilon before in the past. So maybe, especially because last season, we had the DLC maps that took the place of Dam. That may be why we saw a lot of that being played out. But Dam is kind of one of those maps where nobody likes it. It's the map that it's the map that everybody just throws aside.
Well, Landking Dam. I've seen it online though. I've seen it increasingly online, and I think that's one of these ones where nobody particularly favors it, and so immediately you get into that mindset of, well, if no one likes it, why don't we just get good at it? That's the give and the take with that one. Either way, though, we are going to be jumping into map 1. It's going to be over on Operation Locker, a map that you've already highlighted. You expected perhaps to see banned away. You weren't expected to see this, and I mean, maybe elaborate a bit more on your thoughts on that.
So Epsilon, very good on this map. Epsilon in the past has been very good on this map. We have seen them time and time again being able to beat Fnatic in multiple cups, Go 4 cups or ESL 1 cups. And they have been able to come back from massive deficits. We've seen them coming back from, I think it was a 95 ticket deficit at one point, and they were able to bring it back and take the win. So they have proven that they know how to play this map. They know how to move around this map, and they can keep up with frags with Fnatic. I think mainly right here, what we're going to be seeing for Fnatic is just having to stay, out of those back B spawns.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a big problem for them, and I'm incredibly loud in my ears. It's actually deafening me, so just going to turn that around. It's going to be intriguing to me to see if Fnatic can kind of, like, I always have this debate. I have this debate with anyone who comes on when we've got a clear favorite team. When you are the clear favorite, do you not have this kind of this extra mindset where you're sitting there like, do we save something? Do we keep something up our sleeves? Again, admittedly, this is against Epsilon, but this is Epsilon in the groups. You know, you said before that they've both got pretty clear-cut paths through the group. Do you sit there going, we know how we can take Epsilon down. We're going to save it. Do you have that mindset?
I can almost counter with a question being, is there anything to hide?
That's a good question again. I would love to think there is. I would love to think that Epsilon's gone like, hey, dude, it's Fnatic. Let's save it until we meet them again.
I would love to think that there's something to hide, and there may be some small little nuances coming out. Like, for instance, they made it up there on top of Snow Mountain, shoot down towards the C site, and try and get a kill early on. But to be honest with you, I think right now, Fnatic, they know exactly what the other team is going to do, and it's going to be basically Fnatic saying, stop us.
Right.
You know, and Epsilon is going to have to, and Epsilon's going to have to throw everything at him. I don't think Epsilon has an opportunity to hide anything.
Either way, here we go. It's going to be on the left-hand side of your screens, the Fnatic boys. And on the right, Epsilon, as we jump on into our first map of this best of 3. First blood is going to be drawn by Valutaja as he puts it into the chest of David as we kick this one off with style. And Epsilon looking to respond. Double frag from them. Too Easy is back. And we're going to be seeing this kind of 1v1 emerge over on the C flag. Ooh. Yeah,
right now it does look like Unfixed will be able to come out on top, so C will be in their favor very heavily. In fact, Epsilon pushed way back inside of A. If you look right now, we have a potential two-man push up in and over here inside connector. Too Easy is going to try and box him out right now. Valutaja both working back and forth. Safe does end up getting picked up very easily. Their transition trying to come out for back A. Horik, though, with a really good hipfire spray using that ACR, which basically has absolutely no spread or recoil on the gun, and will be able to pick up that kill as he does transition out to that Charlie flag. So at the moment, looks like Epsilon was able to hold off a potential 3 cap, and now they're going to be able to get on to attack themselves, as we do see him pushing on to that C site as well as onto B, and they may be able to actually cause a lot of damage here if they can stay alive on B for a few extra seconds.
That's a big if though, Brett. 145 to 130 now is Too Easy. Once again, diving in towards B. Easy pickup for him as he takes down David, and off the back of that, we're going to be seeing this Epsilon hold A and C. It's pretty ideal for them at this point. It's holding S-Bet, doing his very best to just try and deter any sort of aggression. Does more than that as he takes down Valu. And actually, the frags are coming in thick and fast for the Epsilon side, as now C-Mick struggling to hold the outside area. This is kind of going to be a strong start for Epsilon, I feel, as Fnatic. They got the opening tickets, but now they have that AC hold, and maybe managing to keep this one for a while.
Something I wanted to mention there, that was a 4-man wipe there onto Fnatic. So they are definitely in trouble in terms of having bodies up on the map doing some work for them. We do have a 1-on-1 over here onto back A. That was a nice shot there from Unfixed. We'll be able to get the pickup, but it does give them enough time here for Horik to try and get a little bit of a defense going on over here onto the Alpha flag, but it's a 1-on-3 situation, and there was no way he was going to be able to survive in that particular encounter. But now, tables have turned, and all of a sudden we're in a 4-man wipe onto Epsilon's side, and Fnatic has them pushed completely outside as they're all going to be spawning in. Oh my god, 4-man spawn coming on the back A. Unfixed will be setting up over here next to Connector, and they're going to be able to get a lot of tickets off of this.
Yeah, this is a perfect Fnatic turnaround. They've forced Epsilon into a pretty dire situation, I feel, as they're going to basically be stacking their numbers. Valutaja is going to be shooting through the fire and flames. He's going to try and find someone. Instead, though, backing away. He knows that all he has to do is play the time, and he does just that and more, as David does get taken down once again. Fnatic trying to defend this A side as best they can. Unfixed falls, as does Drunks. This is suddenly a pretty strong retake from Epsilon as they're starting to swarm the site. They managed to pick it up, and they're back to that AC hold. The next question is, where do Fnatic hit next?
They have to be careful about where their back flags are going to be getting taken or not, because Duke PT right now has managed to get all the way over here onto Bravo flag. We'll be able to get the burn. I don't see anybody there for Fnatic, so Fnatic's going to make a decision. Do we go for A, or do we try and go back and defend? Right now, they're going to be going on to that Alpha flag, as we do see the switch happening, and I don't know. That could have been a bad move here for Epsilon, because as we've seen before, you know, that B site, very, very difficult to hold on to. Nice pickup there from Too Easy, as he's going to be able to get a nice little Magnum shot, but as you can see on your screen right now, back B spawns all coming in here for Epsilon. And strangely enough, nobody transitioning out for Fnatic out on C flag. So I don't know if that was a bad communications or if they're just kind of too hectic right now to actually know.
So far, so good for them. We'll see if they can change anything extra now as Valutaja is desperate to get his teammate back, and he does. I think, did he just about get it? No, he did it. He did got Drunks back, as Drunks is just going to be pinned in and punished. 95 to 107 is the scoreline, and this is going to be a real kind of wake-up call for Fnatic, simply because their previous game was very little of a test. If even they classify it as a warm-up, as now they have the real... That was a dig. That was a dig.
Oh, that's painful. But yeah, I mean, you're kind of right there. You know, Fnatic really going up against one of the best teams in the league right now, and it's going to test them right from the start. So we are going to be seeing them starting to pull away a little bit. Epsilon once again with about a 10-ticket lead here. But again, it's been back and forth, back and forth. We've seen it even and out several times. And now, once again, Epsilon is forced on the outside of the map. All three players are now going to be over here next to B tunnels. We do have Fnatic in perfect positions here to defend against this, as we do have Valutaja sitting up top, as well as 2Easy.
One of the points I want to make that you kind of are starting to notice just watching the kind of contrast in teams, and it feels like the higher you get with teams, Epsilon and Fnatic of course being up there, they seem to very much play around gathering numbers before they push sites.
Yes.
Some of the lower tier teams just seem to kind of be a bit more sporadic and spawn and go.
Yeah.
There's a lot more communication there.
Yeah, on these particular pushes, you do have timing pushes. You have, because here's the thing, if you push in as a group, then you're going to have the ability to use your paddles to revive once you do have that massive push coming back in. And I'll tell you, a team to look out for here in the future is Dexterity. They are amazing at being able to get the defibs in the middle of gunfights and keeping their team up and alive. But right now, we do have, once again, Fnatic trying to make their way back into this game. We do have them taking control of that alpha flag, as well as getting control over here onto C side. So Epsilon being pushed back a little bit here, as we do have Valutaja looking for a kill over onto C tunnels.
As things are heating up though, let's listen into the team speak and see what Fnatic have to say about how this game's going down.
He's down!
Nice.
Banana.
Beast one already.
Okay, two banana, I think.
Get the flag. I'm getting.
Go ahead.
Banana got me.
One more.
Guys, stop going one by one.
Yep.
On B, half HP,
Look,
guys.
everyone going one by one.
Yeah. Focus, come on.
Regroup,
Let's go.
I hold him.
Interesting stuff there from Fnatic. They obviously really are communicating well. Like, that's interesting just to hear the amount, the quantity and quality of the communication there. And
well, not only that, but the intensity.
yeah.
I mean, they are into it right now. We were talking about Safe earlier and how intense he gets, but right now Fnatic, they are matching that in spades. But the beautiful two-piece that we saw there a little bit earlier, and now 2Easy still going to be rocking along over here onto Alpha Flag, or I'm sorry, Charlie Flag, unfixed. Will be inside right now, not able to hold that off there, as he does end up getting picked up outside of that Alpha Flag, as it does leave A Flag completely undefended now.
2Easy, more like too strong. 18 frags so far in this one. We are only 6 minutes in. How has he even found 18 frags? God knows. Either way, though, Epsilon kind of keeping it nice and level. Just 2 frags separating the top and bottom fragger for them. As so far, Epsilon are now starting to fall a little bit by the wayside. 40 to 73. And when things get this tough, I'd be interested to know what Epsilon think over on their side.
Nice! Prison, I think.
Tunnel.
Losing
B.
I'll check side stairs.
Take it back at B.
He's back on B. He's going back on B.
I'm checking back.
Side stairs.
Nice!
Side stairs.
Hold it there.
Camping.
There's 2 junk. Pushing now.
Side stairs and tunnel. Tunnel and side stairs.
One in the corner.
These are spawning me.
One more.
They're nading me.
Dummy main spawn. How many seconds?
One back spawn.
They're pushing C.
Dummy main.
Guys, come on, go flag.
That is chaotic, you can hear already. There's just a massive amount of communication. That was actually Fnatic. We actually had the teams the wrong way around. You can tell, I could hear the voices. I was like, that is not Epsilon. I can't hear Safe shouting. Either way, though, we do have at least those listen-ins. That's a great feature. 71, though, to 21 as we get back into this one. And it seems to me that Fnatic, they've kind of got into A and C, and they haven't let go.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much have walked away with this right now, 71 to 16. And, you know, these guys, they may have just basically, you know, practiced the crap out of this map and said, you know what, hey, we'll take Epsilon at your best map, and we'll beat you at it. At the moment, we do see right now a push coming in onto that alpha flag, pretty much undefended there. Duke PT will be able to get that cap fairly easily. At the same time, David also going to be pushing in onto that Charlie site, so they will be able to get this 2 flag burn back in their favor, and Fnatic has an opportunity to just, oh god, they're going to be closing in onto alpha. Safe here, has to go big, will be able to take down 2 easy. We do see a couple of spawns coming back in for Epsilon, but it's not going to be enough. Drunks will be able to get basically every one of those players onto that alpha flag, and once again, we are going to be seeing Fnatic forcing Epsilon outside of the map, and they will be able to continue to basically ending the first round here.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be kind of closing curtains for them. 62 tickets, just 3 remain for Epsilon to wrap this one up, and Fnatic, they're going to be quite considerably happy with 60 teams who are as close-knit as this one. Having a 62 ticket advantage in that first half is big.
Yeah.
So, Operation Locker starting as they mean to go on. Fnatic kind of just giving a little demonstration to Epsilon and saying that we are here and we're here to stay. And I have to say, look at that. That's
22-7.
It's unbelievable. That's a frag score and a half. 22 frags for 2 easy. In contrast, the dude below him with the next highest frags is 15, and that's Unfixed, the guy you were kind of separated out beforehand. And I mean, I have to say, 2 easy is always a fragger. Like, if he does turn up, he turns up. I mean, the only time I ever see 2 easy not at the top of that scoreboard is when he is on tilt, because he is one of those players who is very vulnerable to another team getting in his head.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he gets angry.
Oh yeah. We've seen it, countless times in chat. We've heard it. We've seen it, on live camera. He's a very emotional player, and when they're on and when they're hot, it shows. It shows through his gameplay, it shows through his attitude and his actions. And when you have a player that can drop 22 kills in a game like that against Epsilon, that's got to be making you feel pretty darn good. So